18th, 2011, and this is the Washington Beat. Representative Gabrielle Giffords continues her medical progress and has been upgraded from critical to serious condition. She can now open both of her eyes. Doctors are calling her ability to recover so quickly a medical miracle, saying she could be released from the hospital within days or weeks. Last week, President Obama visited the Congresswoman at University Medical Center in Tucson and later spoke at a memorial service held at the University of Arizona to honor the victims and families of the shooting tragedy. In his speech, Obama asked for unity and dismissal of the political blame game. During a town hall-style meeting hosted by ABC News in Tucson over the weekend, shooting victim Eric Fuller stood up while Trent Humphreys, the co-founder of the Tucson Tea Party, was making a statement, took a picture of him, and yelled, "You're dead." Fuller was immediately escorted by deputies out of the building. He was charged with disorderly conduct and making threats. Before the outburst, Fuller blamed Sarah Palin, Sharon Ingle, Glenn Beck, and John Boehner for the shooting. He has since apologized for his actions. Now that is what I call civility. This week, President Obama is officially hosting the trillion-dollar man himself, Chinese president and leader of the Communist Party, Hu Jintao. The visit comes at a time that is somewhat awkward, considering just before Jintao arrived in Washington, he expressed his belief that the U.S. dollar functioning as a global currency is a product of the past. And he's encouraging the global community to move toward the Chinese yuan for international investment. The situation becomes even more awkward with a debt ceiling debate looming because China is the United States' biggest creditor. The House is expected to vote on the repeal of Obamacare this week, which may turn out to be a semi-bipartisan effort. Some House Democrats are willing to vote for repeal of the unpopular overhaul. However, even if repeal passes the House, it is unlikely the Senate will muster up enough votes to send it to the president's desk, where it would surely be vetoed. To pass in the Senate, the GOP would need to convince both independents and Democrats to vote for repeal. With a record deficit and a dire need to cut spending, the House GOP is seriously considering reintroducing legislation that would strip NPR of its federal funding. Representative Doug Lamborn of Colorado introduced a defund NPR bill last year, but it failed to pass in a Democrat-controlled Congress. This time around, the odds of it passing are much higher. NPR CEO Vivian Schiller has since gone on the offensive, saying by eliminating funding for the media network, the GOP is trying to stifle free speech. After 7 rounds of voting, the Republican National Committee has a new chairman, Reince Priebus. Priebus consistently led the other candidates in vote totals throughout the day last week when voting took place. Former RNC chairman Michael Steele dropped out after the 4th round of voting, and Wagner exited later in the race after round 6. Priebus, who has gained praise from Representative Paul Ryan and Senator Ron Johnson, vows to fix the mess he says Steele left him, $20 million in debt to be exact. People from all over the country celebrated Martin Luther King Jr. Day this week, but what many people may not know is that Ronald Reagan signed a bill into law in 1983, officially declaring the birthday of the civil rights activist a national holiday. That's it for this week's Washington Beat. Check back at townhall.com for updates.